On July 30th, 2008, a Greyhound bus traveled along the Trans-Canada Highway, carrying passengers from Edmonton to Winnipeg. Among them was 22-year-old Tim McLean, a vibrant young man returning home after a stint as a carnival worker. Tim, known for his friendly demeanor and love for adventure, settled into a seat near the back of the bus, ready for the long journey ahead. At a stop in Brandon, Manitoba, another passenger boarded, Vince Lee, a 40-year-old man with a quiet disposition. Lee initially sat near the front, but later moved to the seat beside Tim. Tim, engrossed in his music with headphones on, paid little attention to the seating change, unaware of the impending horror. As the bus approached Portage la Prairie, the unthinkable occurred. Without provocation, Lee produced a large knife and began attacking Tim with rapid, brutal force. The initial blows were swift and lethal, leaving Tim with little chance to defend himself. Panic erupted among the passengers as they scrambled to escape the unfolding nightmare. The bus driver managed to pull over, enabling everyone to flee, but Lee's assault on Tim continued with unimaginable ferocity. In a state of shock and disbelief, the stranded passengers watched helplessly from the roadside. Lee, consumed by his actions, proceeded to decapitate Tim's lifeless body, displaying the severed head to the horrified onlookers through a bus window. He then engaged in acts of cannibalism, further deepening the trauma of those who bore witness. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, arrived promptly, initiating a tense standoff that lasted several hours. Lee, exhibiting erratic behavior, paced the length of the bus, defiling Tim's remains and uttering incomprehensible statements. Despite the officers' attempts at negotiation, Lee remained unyielding, forcing the tactical unit to intervene. In the early hours of July 31st, Lee attempted to escape by breaking through a window, but was swiftly apprehended, subdued with a taser, and taken into custody. The aftermath of the incident left an indelible mark on all involved. The passengers, driver, and first responders were provided with counseling to address the psychological trauma endured. The broader Canadian public grappled with the senselessness of the act, seeking answers to comprehend the motivations behind such brutality. Vince Lee was charged with second-degree murder. During the trial, it was revealed that Lee suffered from untreated schizophrenia, experiencing severe psychotic episodes that led him to believe he was acting under divine command. The court found him not criminally responsible due to mental disorder, resulting in his committal to a high-security mental health facility. The decision sparked widespread debate and controversy. Many Canadians struggled to reconcile the heinous nature of the crime with the principles of justice and mental health considerations. The case prompted discussions about the adequacy of mental health support systems and the legal frameworks governing individuals with severe mental illnesses who commit violent acts. In the years following his confinement, Lee underwent extensive treatment and rehabilitation. By 2015, he was granted supervised outings, and in 2017, he received an absolute discharge, having been deemed no longer a threat to society. This development reignited public concern and debate, with many questioning the safeguards in place to prevent potential recurrences. The family and friends of Tim McLean continue to mourn his loss, cherishing memories of a young man whose life was abruptly and violently taken. Their grief is compounded by the complexities of the legal outcomes and the ongoing discourse surrounding the case. The tragic events aboard that Greyhound bus serve as a somber reminder of the unpredictable nature of mental illness and the profound impact of violent crime on victims, families, and communities. It underscores the necessity for comprehensive mental health care, public safety measures, and the delicate balance within the justice system when addressing cases involving mental disorders. As Canada reflects on this harrowing incident, the legacy of Tim McLean endures, prompting ongoing conversations about compassion, justice, and the imperative to prevent such tragedies in the future.